this is like a punching bag. You just keep coming back. It's over.
It serves no purpose, guys, and the beer, once it's in it, sucks. You diluted yourself by 2.5% more, and all of a sudden you got a $10 million valuation. Congratulations. You just made $6 million in 10 minutes.
Hello, Big Brains. I'm Harris Durner. This is my wife, Lee. I'm the president and co-founder of Brine Brothers, an all-natural premium brine company. I'm looking for $50,000 for 25% of my company. When I realized that pickle juice was curing my hangovers, I looked everywhere for an all-natural pickle juice, and it didn't exist. So I started to drink the pickle juice out of leftover jars, and to be honest, I got sick a couple times. It's not meant for drinking. So in 2017, me and my business partner started Brine Brothers. Our customers use it for pickleback shots, martini mixers, hangover cures, cramp relief, as well as pickling their own foods. Most bars are still using that leftover pickle juice and can get people sick. And I know you don't like that, John. So I got you. Our bottles are green, clean, and they display perfectly on the bar case to promote sales and generate shot sales for whiskey. Our venture has brought us some great experiences, as well as the sports and health market. When I saw NHL athlete and New Jersey Devils forward Blake Coleman drinking a pickle jar in the penalty box, I knew we had to get to him. I waited outside the Prudential Center, I slid into his DMs, and now we produce his own line of P2O.
Why was he drinking the pickle? I'm out on pickle juice. Why is he drinking pickle juice in the penalty box?
Yeah, so they say that there's some studies that show that the sodium and the electrolyte levels relieve cramps a lot faster than sugary sports drinks and water.
And keep you hydrated.
Huh.
Yeah.
You knew that?
No, I didn't know that. I mean,
Did you know that?
I did not know that.
I
But I
also-
know this. I know that pickle juice is becoming much, much more marketable in bars, and that bartenders are much more open to using it and playing with it. So it is very marketable in a mixed cocktail world, no question about that.
Absolutely. I mean, the trend is huge. There's pickle soda, pickle popcorn, pickle ice cream. And I mean, we are the premium all-natural brand for it. There's nothing like this. There's nothing in a glass that can display behind the bar and basically sell itself. It's the curiosity that drives it and sells it even more.
Can we see the bottle?
Yeah, absolutely.
So
we're
when
going
they
to
put
pass
this
out
in
some
the
samples.
when they put this in the bars, they're making the pickleback. They're just with the pickleback.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And head back over there.
So we have two flavors, a spicy and original dill.
Now, John, I know you've
Not
seen
really.
this.
I mean, I don't like pickle juice.
oh, then you're not gonna like it.
No.
It's
I like
actually
pickles.
pretty, it's a good clean
I like pickles, but I
flavor.
don't-
You don't like the juice?
So John, we have that spicy, but if
Not
you
bad.
want the dill
There you
dill
go.
is a little more green.
That's
Where
the
my
dill?
yeah, right there.
I like that branding.
Do you want a whiskey shot?
No, thank you. Well, all I need is a pastrami sandwich and I'm good to go. That's very good.
Thank you.
Really good.
How much does that cost? That bottle?
So we sell bottles for $8 and we make them for $3. We know we can get it from a 60% profit margin down
And
to
are you
up
selling?
to 80.
Are you selling it now?
Yeah, absolutely. So I go bar to bar sales on the weekends. We sell it online mostly, and then my wife actually crushes the festivals.
I still don't know what is the best use of this. Is it for mixing drinks? Is it for a hangover? Is it for protein? You're trying to be everything to everybody, and when you do that, you become nothing to nobody.
There is a market for this. I would create some mixology competitions around the country. I would involve the mixology community in this, and I got to tell you, I would throw this on my television show. You'd probably sell 40,000 cases.
I have two questions with it. Here's my two
It's
questions.
a good product and it's marketable. And the bar industry would jump on this because it's safe, it's packaged, I can control the quality, it's consistent, I can put a pourer in it so I can control the production process so the drinks are consistent.
I agree with all that.
Pickle cocktails are growing in popularity. If I can involve the mixology community, throw this on Bar Rescue and have Barstool, so I'll tell you what.
Before you do that, I have a question. I know where you're going. What is to prevent, if we do this, somebody else just to say, is anyone ever going to go to bar with a pickleback shot and say, I need the Brine Brothers, or you have any pickle juice in a bottle?
No. But people don't walk into a bar and ask for a particular energy drink either.
I just don't know if,
I know where he's going. Go where you're going to go.
Go where you're gonna
Okay,
go.
here's where I'm
Exactly.
gonna go.
Yeah.
You put up 25, I'll put up 25. Let's buy 25% of this together. You have Taffer and Barstool both in your deal. Together you have my television show and his platform.
What about them going
Together we
full-time?
take this to the promised land. But if we did that, you need to work a full-time opportunity, we need to put a distributor in place for you.
Absolutely.
I can help you get a distributor.
Yep.
I can help you get on my television show. Dave can put you all over his platforms. Together, we turn this into a serious company. Okay, not only would we want 25% equity, we would want to have equal control of the board. I'm fine with the valuation. It's a fair deal.
It's a fair deal. Just to clarify, we need them working full time, correct?
Absolutely.
So you guys are, like, we need full-time employees.
I would be working full-time. And that's pretty much, I am Brine Brothers.
Right, but you say you work on weekends. Like,
No, I would be working on this full-time.
Okay,
If we make this investment and get you these distributors and lend these media platforms, you got to work full time.
Yeah,
Because we'll create the opportunity. You have to seize it.
Absolutely.
So what we're saying to you today is, we want to look at your numbers. We're saying yes to you, conditional upon looking at your numbers
Always.
and being comfortable with the business.
Yeah.
And you know, I want to look at you have a good profit margin. If we put our 50K in, I'm going to think we can feed inventory dollars. We're not going to give you our money for you to take it out. It's going to go into the business.
I want this to succeed.
So let's take a final look at your numbers. But my gut is that Dave and I will do this.
Yeah, totally. Okay. Let's do it.
Let's do it.
All right.
Congratulations, guys.
Yeah, I like it.
Awesome. Thank you very much.
Didn't think I'd be in the
Thank you.
Thank you.
So tell us, what are the next steps for this company?
I mean, we just got a deal, so we'll have to talk to the panel. We'll have to see what their ideas are like, what they want to do in marketing. We respect them 100%, so you know we're super excited.
Yeah. Take it to the next level.
And you had to quit your current job, it sounds like. What is your current job?
Yeah, I'm a vice president for a foreign bank in New York.
Dude, you should think about keeping that. For real.
I believe in my product.
Yeah, but dude, vice president for a foreign bank? Was it China?
No.
All right, well then maybe it depends on what country we're talking about. What country is it?
It's in Eastern Europe. Germany.
You don't think that I'm going to know Germany?
No, it's in Germany, yeah.
I feel like that was disrespectful to me a little bit. I know Germany.
Are you guys nervous before you go in there?
No,
Why aren't you nervous? You have that good of a product? Tell me what it is.
it's amazing. It's Fit Fudge. I brought you some.
This is for me?
It's for you.
And do you guys do your own packaging? Who is your fudge packer?
There's a company called Wagner, and they pack our fudge.
Good for them because the packaging is really nice.
Hello. I am Lisa Shuluchansky,
And I'm Taylor Robinson,
and we are Fit Fudge.
and we're seeking a $80,000 investment for 12.5% share in our company.
So I am a gym owner and a competitive athlete. So health is my business.
What are you competing?
I compete in CrossFit.
Good at it.
Yes. So it's made with every decision to eat or not eat all of the crap that is so readily available. So I did my best to provide my athletes with protein bars to be able to grab after their workouts. But unfortunately, protein bars are either tasty or clean, but not both. So since there's so few things on the market, I set out to solve the problem. And so, Fit Fudge. So Fit Fudge is made with peanut butter, coconut oil, honey that I locally source, coconut flour, whey protein, and dark chocolate. So it's all natural, clean ingredients. It's not too complicated,
Is that
but
good
it
or
is
bad? That's not
so clean.
How clean is it, Lisa?
It's so clean, Tom Brady would eat it.
All right.
So there is a wide market.
calories is
Go
it?
ahead. It's 300 calories for the full pack.
How many sugars and carbs for the whole thing? Because
There
I would eat the
are-
whole thing. That's the problem.
Well, it's not bad. I want you to eat the whole thing. So it's
Yeah.
15 grams of sugar for the entire pack.
Okay.
And 23 grams of carbohydrates.
Okay. And protein for all of it is 13?
13 grams, yes.
So each piece has about three and a quarter. Not a lot of protein, by the way. But
So no, this guy's like that. Mike is his field to a degree. He was involved in Kind Bars.
Oh, okay.
Yes, sir.
yeah, and I'm familiar with RX, who,
Yes.
you know, they just got
RX
$600 million, which is great.
led the
Perfect Bar is
pack.
doing really good. This came out cold. Does it need to be
It
refrigerated
does.
too?
It needs to be cold.
All right, so you're limited on where you can put this in the store and like that.
Correct.
Okay. I just don't see a point of difference here. What's the point of difference? You got protein, you got clean, you got good tasting. I've had
Right.
Perfect Bar, refrigerated, really, really good tasting
It
bar,
is,
right?
but it's not a bar. It's a Fit Fudge. We actually call it a healthy protein treat because it is something a little bit different.
It's like a cookie, right? Or something like that? Is that how we
It's fudge.
Fudge. Okay, but it's only a little fudge, right?
No. Eat the whole thing. It's peanut butter fudge.
Okay.
With the dark chocolate
all right,
chip.
Fudge.
For
All
fun.
right, so,
You know,
so
it's interesting though. You don't want to be perceived as a bar, but yet your packaging
it looks like a bar.
makes you look like
Yeah.
a bar, right? And in fact, I'm very surprised to open it up and see that it's 4 pieces on the inside. So visually, when I look at it and I picture it on a shelf or in a cooler, it seems just as another energy bar. So help me understand how we create a point of difference.
Well, I mean, really the point of difference is we are all natural, and you're familiar with RX Bar, right? And they were kind of the first players in the all-natural protein bar field, right? And we've come to it with kind of an even more delicious treat. It's fresh, it's cold, people look forward to it, and it offers a treat, per se, to athletes who normally don't allow themselves to have treats or sweets or things like that.
I mean, I've been in this business, the consumer brand. I mean, for $80,000, it's going to pay for your flight to get back to Ohio, back and forth. I mean, what are you going to do with $80,000? Like, what could you really do for $80,000?
Well, we want to do
make
two
more in
things.
your kitchen?
No,
I don't make it anymore. It's amazing.
We've established ourselves with a local co-packer who also believes in our product. He loses money on us now, but he likes helping us out because he thinks he sees potential in us.
My question too, the money side, like what made you pitch to this? How did you guys find out about Barstool, or like what brought you here?
Right.
He's a big fan.
Yeah, big fan. Your blog. We actually had no intentions of sourcing any outside investing. We own 100% of the company, but just
my worry with it is in seeing it, if you're familiar with Barstool and the CrossFit crowd, like, yeah, some people I think we're more like a sit on the couch and eat like cookies that have tons of calories and not so much care that we're getting fat. So I don't know when I look like how does it fit with your brand? We're not the CrossFit, like where we look like us three kind of slobs up here. We would probably eat a cookie that tastes good and not watching. So that would be my biggest, outside of what you guys are saying. I don't know that we're the right brand to push it. But with that, like the CashApp, which we guys told you about, I think that can help you guys, get more time, whatever you need. So we'll give you $5,000 for that through the CashApp. So you just gotta get the cash tag. We'll give you that. But the biggest thing outside theirs, which is he's an expert obviously, and John's bringing up good points. I don't think we're the right fit for it. We're leisure, watch football, and get fat crowd, not gym crowd. Thank you guys.
All right.
Thank you. We
Appreciate
appreciate
it.
it.
Best of luck.
I'm going to eat it, though.
Okay, yeah, please do.
Great.
Yeah, we're good.
Thanks for having us.
Yep.
I'm Max.
I'm Mark, and we're the founders of GifJif.
So GifJif is the fastest content creation tool on the internet. What it allows you to do, it's a mobile application where you can replace the face of a GIF of, say, a movie clip or a sports clip, put your face, put your friend's face on it, put a famous athlete's face on it, and share that to the world. We created this app about 2.5 years ago with zero marketing and about like 5% of our time, I'd say. We both have full-time jobs. We've amassed over 70,000 downloads, over 1 million GIFs created that have been seen by tens or maybe even hundreds of millions of people.
This was, without a single bit of marketing spend, was the #1 paid entertainment app in the world. And we think future state of this is you can continue to add features that allow users at home with limited technical expertise to create content in real time.
So total revenue is $75K. That's lifetime?
Yeah, that's since we started it.
So my #1 question because again, I feel like, years I've known about you guys. I don't know, the first time we spoke, years. It's always, you've been actually trying to sell it for years. And if you guys believe in it so much, you've had full-time jobs the entire time I've known you two. But you've never been like, fuck it, we're going all in on this. So that is a red flag to me.
Yeah.
Like what
I think the idea, so right now it's a paid application. It costs $1.
How is it monetized?
Right now it's just a paid application.
So I just pay once when I download it?
There's paid applications, there's in-app purchases, so users can, there's a number of things you can pay for additional in the app. And then we've built out an SDK, so teams like the Houston Rockets, the Pittsburgh Penguins, if you actually go to their team apps in the App Store, have this functionality built into their app. So what all these teams around the world are trying to do is they're trying to create more user-generated content, engage their fans, drive downloads, all of that stuff that everyone's trying to do around the world.
And they're licensing your product.
And so they're licensing our product, they've uploaded all of their content, they have all their faces, and now their fans can create content in real time, and teams pay a seasonal license for that.
But not much.
Yeah.
I mean, you can answer that.
Yeah, I think the business model will change if we wanted to take this bigger, and you definitely make the app free. We look at Giphy, a $2 billion company. That is more of the model we probably want to take to make this into a big moneymaker.
So app free, how do you make money then?
A lot of different ways. There is search within the app, so kind of paid advertising within the app, branded content. There is product placement potentially. That's what Giphy's one of their ideas is as well as the sports kind of.
So what's the
selling
difference
it to
between
sports
Giphy
teams.
and you?
Or the product is different. Giphy is just like GIFs they're not customized at all. Our product replaces pieces of the GIF. Right now it's faces, but it could be other stuff.
Your product is GifJif meets Giphy?
Yeah.
Why can't Giphy just do that? They already have a bigger platform. They have more people. If you guys get it to work just a little bit, they'll turn it on and you're out of business tomorrow.
You haven't figured out how to make it work, and something doesn't make sense to me. You say you have 70,000 downloads, but you've only generated $75,000 in dollars. But yet at $75,000, you're the #1 paid entertainment? That's a pretty small industry then.
Well, I mean, we were the #1 paid entertainment app for a week after Juju Smith-Schuster.
That's what it says here. That's not what it says here.
Okay, yeah, absolutely. I mean, we were for a
so you're not being
period of time.
honest then.
No.
So
I mean, we were the #1 paid entertainment app in the world.
For a week.
For a week.
If you were smarter, and that's why you're here, right? Why don't charge? Start to give it away. When I had Body Armor, you give as many samples out as possible. You let people try the product. Wow, this is really good. They get it for free, and then they buy it. So if you got such a great product, give it away. Give it for free.
We've tested going to the free model, and we did it for a month, and it worked fine. We think it devalues the product.
On GIF, do they pay for that, Giphy?
No,
Giphy's free.
Okay, so they're worth $2 billion. It's free.
Yeah.
You're worth nothing, and you're saying it devalues them. I'd like to be devalued at $2 billion.
Well, so would we.
So you want to go full time with this?
I think at the right price, at the right
but
context.
that is where the product with you guys has never been it. It's always hearing you guys both be like, this product's the balls, it's the best, it's great. We don't want to go full time.
It doesn't work as a paid app, correct? It's not working?
It's not.
You're telling me it didn't work as a free app?
No.
You've only generated $75,000 in revenue. You've been at it for years. I'd say your day came and went.
That would be an opinion that we would disagree with. The Barstool social media team is using this every single day. Right? You have one of the biggest social media companies in the entire world that's sitting there using a 99-cent product. You guys have an opportunity to take that product and hold the keys to social media creation for every brand in the world, which is ultimately where Barstool should go. And right now, if you peruse through Twitter, you're going to see all of these stoolies that are using the GifJif app that has the GifJif logo, all of these things on it. It makes sense with the #1 marketing machine in the world. This app could be something.
What do you want? Like, what was the valuation, money?
$600,000 for 49%.
I mean, that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's insane.
I mean,
for a failed business?
Well, I mean, your
failed
definition
business.
of failure is different.
If you want them to push it, then it should be the other way. They should own 90%, and you guys should own 10% of it.
If he can use it now for 99 cents, as you said, why would he buy it?
So this is what I was
You want to own it. He wants to own the IP of it.
This is what I was
Why? It doesn't make any money. He can use it now for free.
There's a lot of things that don't make money that 10 years from now, I still haven't made money at Body Armor. It's worth $2 billion.
I understand.
So it doesn't make money.
You guys know what you're doing.
If you're going to buy it because you want to use it, you can use it now.
Do restaurants
buy it because you think it'll have value.
Well, I think that's what we're getting to. Does it have value?
Other people, I don't know.
With all due respect,
I'm asking you if
I don't know.
5 years they couldn't get this to market.
So-
you think in the
they
next
don't
2
work on
years
it.
But they don't
suddenly
work
they're
on
going to
it.
do it?
Yeah,
Nah, come on.
here's my point.
You guys had your chance and you didn't do it.
Listen,
So let's
be clear. We kind of agree. You're not going to take it to the next level.
Well,
You're not going to get to the next level. If you guys take 5% each, he gets 90, Barstool gets 90, and they'll figure out how to make it work.
You got nothing. You're not going to get a check out of him. But you might be able to get some relationship out of him where he can take this, turn it into something.
Well, you're talking $2 billion company for the other. If we take it, make it work, you're getting 10% for nothing.
Bingo. But there's no check here for you.
No, there is no. That's up to them now. You got 3 years it's going nowhere. The business model doesn't work. Not only does his audience work, his business model is going to work. I would rather him own 90%, you guys own 10, then you guys own 100, and he owns 90.
Yeah, well, we don't want 100% of a failed business. We would rather 5% of a great business. So we agree. Right? Like that's
I got great news.
business
We're going to give you
101.
10%. If he screws it up, you guys already screwed it up. So what do you got to lose?
Yeah, well, I mean, I think we would argue we haven't screwed it up. But
you
look,
screwed
we
it.
should.
You haven't.
Let's discuss it.
Right.
I mean,
Let's discuss it. You're doing it right now. 90%, 10, and
Clearly your
he'll take over.
competitors did better than you
So
did.
we wouldn't want to give away 90% for, like, in theory, maybe if someday you guys come around to like caring about it, like do something with it. If you guys want to give it a shot at growing at it.
I do a 90-10 and give you guys, give us like, let's say 2 years. and then you can take it back. And then it's up to, if they put a number on it, we can work that out after.
Yeah.
If you're like, you guys are just fucking ignoring this, we get it back, give it back.
We're happy to have that conversation. That's a conversation we'll certainly entertain.
Hey, it's a $100 million company. It's $10 million. I think that's more than
All right,
fair.
let's do that.
It's not going anywhere.
Let's do that. We'll talk it out after.
All right.
Okay, sounds good.
cool.
So this went from 600,000 to 0. I just want to make sure you guys are aware of that.
We're acutely aware of that.
Yeah, but you know, you guys are going to get the last laugh. If Dave and his team makes this worth $100 million, it's $10 million.
We'll get the last laugh.
What?
We'll get the last laugh.
Yes.
Together.
I feel like
together.
we could all
90%
laugh
gets
together.
the
This
laugh.
isn't
We'll
like
laugh
a
together.
this isn't like a one-side victory thing.
Next!
So you guys just pulled off what some were calling the worst negotiation, but still profitable potential. You guys could split the money in half and become 5 millionaires.
Yeah, when we got together before this to plan it out, we didn't get into plan that we were going to make the worst business negotiation in the history. That wasn't the plan to go in there with. So we've got a lot of things to discuss.
Yeah, man. You guys could be. I don't know.
We could be broke. We could also have $10 million. I don't exactly know where things stand right now. It's a little intimidating when Taffer's yelling at you.
I think we're all on the same page right now of confused.
Yeah, we're not.
We own 10% of Barstool
Yeah.
now, I think is what happened.
I thought we owned 90. We own 90% of Barstool now.
It's safe to say no one knows what's going on in the recovery room, folks.
Right now, we're in the CashApp green room with our next entrepreneur. That's a French word, and he is about to tell us who he is and what he's selling.
My name is Ernie Menold, selling Plum Powder. Plum Powder is a cooling powder for men's plums.
Okay, so take me through how your product works. We have the balls and the powder. Do you powder directly onto the nuts, or do you put some into your hand and then kind of smack your nuts around?
Yeah, we recommend a little, we could say a little tiny anthill on your hand, about as the quantity you need, and really hand application is what we recommend.
A light padding, perhaps?
A light padding, that can help, and yes, yeah.
Well, now everyone knows how to treat their nuts, and that's all thanks to you, pal. I think you're going to be just fine.
Thank you, Adam.
See ya, Ernie. Ernie?
How you doing? Hi. My name's Ernie Menold, presenting the company Plum Powder. I just want to give out to the panelists here. This is what we drop ship in, just to give you an idea what the product looks like in its bag. So Plum Powder.
This looks like a dog poop bag.
Yeah.
Is that what it is?
No.
Oh.
So Plum Powder is a cooling powder for men's plums. Plums being a thinly veiled reference to men's testicles. So it is a cooling powder. The active ingredient is menthol. So Dave, did you have the opportunity to put it on?
Yeah, my nuts are freezing right now.
They're freezing in a good way. Can you maybe explain to the audience kind of talk through the feeling, the sensation that you're going through?
It's just cold. To be honest, at first I thought maybe they were wet, like damp, but they're just cold. Like it's definitely cold.
And it's cold right now.
Yeah, my nuts are cold.
Would you say refreshing?
Yeah, I want it to be like that's a total lie. I don't know that I feel refreshed. They're cold.
Okay. So
Is it a good sensation? Is it an uncomfortable sensation?
It's not uncomfortable. How long does it last?
The tingly sensation can last 10 to 15 minutes, and so it's an antiperspirant, anti-odor, and that can last 3 to 4 hours of once applying the product. But for everyone to understand, the first 5 to 10 minutes is a tingly sensation.
Yep, that's what I'm dealing with.
On your plums.
So in essence, is this a mentholated talcum powder in essence?
Yes. So talcum powder with menthol as the active ingredient, which is really the competitive advantage.
Now, what are the health concerns of talc today? Hasn't there been an issue, and aren't a lot of companies moving to cornstarch and other products?
A lot of the bad press, you're completely right, Mr. Taffer, was around talcum powder causing cancer for women in their ovaries.
You just put this on my fucking nuts?
Ovaries, Dave. So you don't have ovaries.
How do you feel now?
You don't have ovaries. So we centered the brand and the product around just for men, and it's made asbestos free, so it is safe.
I don't think though, regardless, if you say something causes cancer for women, I know it's a women, I don't think that's gonna be an easy thing to sell then to anybody.
Yeah, all the cases were mostly ovarian cancer, so.
No, I get what you're saying, but it's like, even though I don't have ovaries, I didn't love when it's like, well, yeah, it's fucking carcinogenic. Like,
right.
Great, it's on my nuts.
Yeah. No, you will be okay.
I fucking hope so.
So to give you an idea,
As long as you don't get it in your anus, according to the bottle, that would be a crisis. So
yeah, it burns a bit more in the anus. It's more just the burning sensation is what we're trying to avoid guys go through. So that's why in the instructions it is just for.
So you're switching away from the talc?
We plan to, yes, with more capital investment in selling Formula One. So to give you guys an idea of, yes, we're not the first product to do this, but we are the first product that our menthol percentage sets us aside, and the cooling sensation you're feeling, Dave, is nothing like anything on the market.
So this whole bottle costs?
Retails for $10.
Wow.
How
much was a normal bottle of talcum powder retail for? What does that gold bond cost?
These gold bonds, that is about $1.50 per ounce. So we're right there with them.
What are you asking from Dave and Barstool? What do you want?
Yeah, I would love, so two asks. One is money to help improve the supply chain, order more inventory, and then also advertising space.
So what's the valuation and how much money do you want?
Yeah, would love $10,000 for 10% of the company.
I actually, again, outside of the safety thing of what you're talking about, the talcum and whatnot, if you took that out and said this is safe, I think it's interesting enough. My balls were tingly. But like you're doing side, this is something that would just make it on Barstool's muscle. I'd give you like 10 grand, but I want like 90% of the company, and then you just hope we sell it, and if it takes off, you'll make money, and that's how it would work, assuming the health parts of it. But people would be willing to try this, but I don't know, like it's not 100 grand.
It's very expensive at $10 for that little
I
bottle.
think more importantly, for your company and your brand, the exposure on this without being tested. I mean, you couldn't test this like in a lab tomorrow. This would take months, years to
make
test.
sure that it's safe. Yeah.
What if one guy gets a huge whitehead on his balls, puts a photograph, posts it online, and suddenly we got a problem?
You use this today? You're crazy. I wouldn't use
I'm
this.
a fucking team player.
Well, good luck.
They're
Call us
really,
tomorrow, make
they're
sure you're
really
okay.
hammering you that this is a safety issue.
You trusted this guy? That's a big
Comes
risk.
in here, was trying to sabotage me with ball powder.
Some of these baby powder things are happening 10 years later, 20 years later.
Right.
Like you're gonna take a risk on something like this?
I'll be dead by then.
Yeah.
Okay.
Leave someone else holding it.
Yeah, exactly.
Thank you. All right, thank you.
All right, thank you.
If you're going to sell this to sex havers, which I think is what your goal is going to be eventually, what if they have sex with a woman and then their balls are touching? That's gross, but that's a real world we're living in.
Yeah, we like to throw it back on you and say, you're not dipping your balls inside of her, so you're not putting the boulders
I'm not.
inside her.
I'm not.
Some people might, but we.
It's a wild world we're living in.
Yeah, I'm sure it's on the internet.